I don't need to be out front. It's not for me to shine. The only person that needs to shine is Jesus. My grandfather told me, work all you can, save all you can, sit on your can. Because one day you're going to need what's in the can. But you can't ask God to do things and then tell him how to do it. Like you going to watch a movie and you don't wrote the script. Why go? My name is Deacon Anderson. I'm 72 years old. I was born at Grady Memorial Hospital. My aunt told me that my mother went into labor at the age of 16 years old and caught the bus and went to the hospital and had me by herself. So that inspired me that she could go through that. I need to do all I could to survive. When I was 13 years old, my granddaddy called me to the table to eat one day, and he looked at me up and down. He said, "You getting kind of big, ain't you, boy?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "You need to bring more to the table than just an appetite." So I was playing ball out in the street. This white man pulled up, said, "Hey, boy, you want to work in my yard?" I said, "Yes, sir, why not?" It was in Avondale Estates, a very racist town in Georgia. And I worked for this man. Matter of fact, he's dead now, but I still work for his wife. When I got divorced, my ex-wife had me locked up for abandonment. I never been divorced before. I didn't know I was supposed to give her any money. So this man got me out of jail. I gave him the money back. He gave me half of it back. I told him that I wanted to start a landscaping business, but I didn't have anything, nothing but an old cutlass. He said, "I tell you what you do, Mike. You take all my equipment, all my stuff, and you take it, and you go do whatever you want to do. And just take care of it like if it was yours." After he died, I was talking to his wife, told her that, the old truck I had broke down. She said, "I'll buy you a truck if you want me to." I said, "No, that's okay, Miss Jenkins, don't worry about it." I walked outside, and it seemed like God said, "I'm making a way for you." There's a lot of racism in Georgia. There's a lot of racism in all of us. But one thing about God, he don't pick and choose. The same sun that shine on the racists, shine on us. You have to put yourself in a position where God can use you. If you be a good steward of what you have, whatever it is, God will bless you. Like TDJ said, favor ain't fair. And it's not. The reason I'm sitting here now is because God smiled on me. Why, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't have did some of the things for me that he have done for me, because I don't feel like I'm worthy of it. It was 1988 when we decided to get married. And one thing about my wife, she wanted a house that had nobody ever lived in before. It didn't make no difference to me, but to make her happy, it didn't make it whatever I had to do. So her credit was bad. So we got turned down by 3 mortgage companies. Me and her, we had prayer in the driveway. And the next day I called the mortgage company and told them I wanted my money back, that I was not going to give up my girlfriend for a house. That was at 10 o'clock. They called me back at 12 o'clock, said we were closing at 2 o'clock. That was 30 years ago. This house I'm sitting in is paid for. One of the reasons it's paid for is because of my grandfather. My grandfather told me, work all you can, save all you can, sit on your can, because one day you're going to need what's in the can. I tell people all the time that faith is not fair, but you have to lower yourself so that God can use you. Pride is a good thing. Like my grandfather said, you need to flush it down the commode with the rest of the crap. Because where God can't use you when you up high, you need to come down low. And if you are low, God can use you. You listen better when you're humble. I'm a deacon at Beulah Baptist Church, and I'm over the devotion. It's not for me to shine. The only person that needs to shine is Jesus. And that's what it's all about. Life is about being there for other people. God bless us to be a blessing to other people. I tell people all the time, you need to make, money is good. Money is fine. We all need money to survive, to function, to live in this world. But memories are better. Making memories with the person that you love. That's the most important thing in the world. We need to really be focused on life. Things can happen in a twinkling of an eye. How things can change. Don't wait till tomorrow or next week to tell somebody how you feel about them, that you love them, that you care about them, that you wish nothing but the best for them. Because right now, it's a gift. I'm sitting here right now, it's a gift. And the reason that I'm sitting here in this house that's paid for, because God smiled on me and my wife. Before my wife died, she used to tell me, Mike, I'm gonna leave before you do. And I want my body cremated, and I want you to take care of yourself and live on. And I wouldn't even listen to her most of the time. But I had prepared myself 3 years before she died. And we had talked about the dog, because I had 2 other Cocker Spaniels. And the last one I had, she picked the dog out, she named the dog, and a week later she gave the dog back to me. But you don't appreciate things until they're gone. You don't appreciate people until they're gone. That's why I know my first wife left me, but it was not all her fault. I was a fool. I would have left me too. But after I got divorced, I went back to Beulah one Sunday, and they had an altar call. We had altar call anymore. I went to altar call, and I prayed that the Lord would send me somebody who would love me for me and not for what I could do for him. And God said, open your eyes. When I opened my eyes, I looked in my wife's face, and she had her hands up shouting. And I said, Lord, are you sure? Because me and her grew up in the church together. And what was crazy was that her brother and her sister were married to my brother. And it was really crazy that my wife and my ex-wife had the same birthday. But you can't ask God to do things and then tell him how to do it. Like you going to watch a movie and you don't revoke the script. Why go? You know? But out of all this, the issue that she had with lupus, which messed up her kidneys, the medicine for the lupus messed up her kidneys. But all that stuff, they grew up closer together. By the time that she was in the wheelchair, and I said, baby, you want to go somewhere? She said, yeah, I put in. We even went to Tampa. Made arrangement to have a wheelchair at the hotel, a car waiting for us at the airport, wherever she wanted to go. Because through all of that, our love just got stronger. And I tell people all the time, you have to have pyramid love. You have to be on one side, your spouse or your mate on the other side, and God at the top. And your scribe is for you and your mate to get closer to God. And as you get closer to God, you get closer to each other. And that's the key. Through all of that, I got what I asked for. I got a second chance. And I couldn't ask for anything better. I miss her all the time. Me and this old crazy dog, we go for a walk every day at 5 o'clock, 5:30 we eat, 6 o'clock we watch Family Feud. The dog is bougie. I don't know if the dog got me trained or if I got her trained. But I got all those memories. And I talk to her all the time. So, it's all good. One thing about God, He'll give you what you need, even if you don't even know what you need. Be careful what you ask for. I know Pat used to tell me all the time that you didn't sign up for this. With her on dialysis, lupus, and all this, her health challenge. But when you stand up there and you say, I love you, in sickness and health, to death do us part, you sign it right there. And all I wanted was to see her happy. But God knows what's best. Like Reverend Black said all the time, nothing else if you know where it's at. Love conquers all. You can't beat it. And for everybody that's married and have a spouse, we appreciate them because they don't take up a second to be gone. You can get anybody to love, but it's different when God put you together. There's a lot of people out there looking for somebody to sponsor them. I ain't looking to sponsor nobody. People ask me, well, don't you want a woman? Don't you want to get married again? I got my dog open here. She got 4 legs. I'm good.
All right.
That's it. My name is Deacon Anderson. I don't look like what I've been through. But you ain't seen nothing yet. God got some more good stuff for me. And I've been reading Monterey's book. And I think the thing for the day is looking up. Yeah. I'm always looking up. So, like I tell everybody, just keep hope alive. Giving up on Jesus, not an option.